October 20th, Carl Haug. Welcome to 365 Christian Men, where every day we aim to inspire and encourage with real-life stories about men. Carl Haug was a man who worked hard and accomplished many things. But one day, he missed out on an ice cream cone and gained a large dose of wisdom. Here is how it happened.
Your time is a gift. Manage it well or lose it to lesser things. Carl Haug knew how to work hard. For him, a 60-hour work week was typical, and a 40-hour week would be a vacation. And the man was efficient. Carl would use his only day off well. This Sunday afternoon, he would mow the lawn and take his lovely wife out for ice cream. But while he was mowing, a bee stung him. Nothing happened right away, and he finished mowing the lawn, but something wasn't right. His tongue began to swell. He needed help, now. His wife rushed him to the ER, and within seconds, a slew of medical types surrounded him. And that's all Carl remembers. They inserted a breathing tube and transferred Carl to the intensive care unit. When he woke the next day, he had lost a day and a night of his life. Carl was all set to grab his wife and go out for ice cream, but that wasn't going to happen. Time had passed without his knowledge, just slipped away, gone. He had no memory of the last 18 hours. Now, time took on a new meaning for Carl. It was a Monday when he woke, and Carl was stunned to find he wasn't at work. This was extremely out of the ordinary for Carl, even uncomfortable. But the longer he lay in the ICU, the more he realized that time was a gift, and it was limited, and it came without guarantee. Carl had been giving his life to work, and work didn't appreciate his time in a way that meant anything, not like his family did. 3 days later, Carl left the hospital with a new goal. He'd give his time to his family and make that his priority. 1 week later, he drove 2 hours to visit his parents, his son, his daughter, and his grandkids. A couple of days after that, he and his wife took the 16-hour drive to Colorado to visit his other son and daughter-in-law. They spent 2 days there. It's not like he had lost his work ethic. He had always been faithful to his job. But now, he was willing to step back and see things more clearly, to take time away from work. Now he would give his time to something much more worthwhile. Ephesians 5:15-17 says, "Be careful then how you live, not as unwise people, but as wise, making the most of time because the days are evil. So do not be foolish, but understand what the will of the Lord is." What are you giving your time to? Your time is a gift. Manage it well or lose it to lesser things.
Hey, welcome, 365 Christian Men. Today's October 20th. I'm coming to you from Jerusalem. Carl Haug, in his story today, made a statement that he literally lost track of time. 18 hours of his life disappeared without him even having any knowledge of how he had spent the time and what he had done. And I thought to myself, isn't that just like time? It slips by so fast and sometimes unnoticeably, to the point where at a stage in life we can look back and try to figure out, how did we spend our time and what did we use it doing? And maybe the more important question is, did we spend our time doing the right things? Were we spending our time the way God wanted us to? And I think this is at the heart of Moses' prayer in Psalm chapter 90, as he says to God, "God, teach us to number our days so that we may gain a heart of wisdom." And acknowledging in his prayer, all of Psalm chapter 90, that God, who exists outside of time, who's bigger than time, he's not confined by time. It's only God who can teach us to manage our time, to manage this gift that God has given to us, and to steward it well, and to do the right things with the time that he's given to us. Proverbs chapter 14 says that there's a path in front of every person that seems right, but the end leads to destruction, acknowledging that it's only God who knows what's right in front of us. And I think this is what we see in Carl Haug's story today, that he wasn't spending his time wisely. It wasn't bringing life to him or to his family. Yes, he's getting lots of work done, but was he accomplishing God's plan for his life? So guys, the challenge for us today is really simple, that we would pray that prayer with Moses. God, teach me to number my days so that I'll gain a heart of wisdom, and show me, God, how to live, what to do, so that I'm doing the things that you want me to do, that I'm not calling the shots for my own life. I'm not making my own decisions, but I'm doing what you want me to do. That's our prayer today, guys.